I'm on a road trip with Edwin in Colorado, and in previous episodes you could see abandoned mines and underground mines. In this episode, you'll see some 1970s era experimental hovertrains designed to go up to 300 miles per hour. Hi, I'm Bob, an urban explorer, and with friends I explore the most amazing abandoned places worldwide. After a failed attempt of getting inside an abandoned building, we drive around and suddenly stumble upon these amazing looking prototypes.
Oh look, they made something for cats underneath.
After making some pictures from the fence, we get invited by Dwight to check out the railway museum. What we especially are interested in are 3 prototypes, which are left to the elements of nature. All are variations on true hover or combined magnetic levitation technology. These trains can work at high speeds, partly due to reduced reliance on mechanical tracks and moving parts. It was meant to be a revolutionary form of rail travel. All 3 prototypes were designed to be propelled a linear induction motor. This special type of motor is able to use a tall metal rail to create forward movement using electric current. This technology is used nowadays in some trains in Japan and China. This is the Rohr Aerotrain, an experimental tracked air cushion vehicle developed in France starting in 1965. It straddles on an inverted T reaction rail. In operation, the vehicle is supported on a thin cashew of air and propelled forward by its linear induction motor. The interior of the Rohr looks like a first-class cabin of a jet airliner and could transport up to 60 passengers at a time. In 1969, US company Rohr Industries licensed technology from the French to build their designs in the US. They were looking for a concept for the use of an electric vehicle from airport to city center. The vehicle was tested at the high-speed ground test center in Pueblo. But the problem with this vehicle was that a side rail was needed on the whole track to provide electricity, which was probably too expensive. The second prototype is the Grumman TLRV airliner. It stands for Tracked Levitation Research Vehicle and was built in 1972. To me, this prototype reminds me most of a space shuttle. The Grumman could reach speeds up to 300 miles per hour and carry cargo weighing about 10–15,000 pounds. It could accelerate from 0 to 270 miles per hour in 3 minutes. The problem with this vehicle was that it had to slow down to 90 miles per hour to take corners safely. The train was brought to a hovercraft test track near Pueblo, but because the track was fairly short, it was never able to reach its potential top speed. In the 1970s, the Urban Mass Transportation Administration stopped funding the test track. In 2010, it was transported to the Pueblo Railway Museum. This is the Garrett. Garrett Air Research built this LIMRV, which stands for Linear Induction Motor Research Vehicle. It was built specifically to test the capabilities of the linear induction motor. This train could run on a standard railway track at 250 miles per hour. The vehicle ran on electric power, while other prototypes obtained electricity from wires or a third rail. The LIMRV was too fast to use those methods for power collection. The electricity for this engine had to be carried on board. A 3000 horsepower aircraft gas turbine from a crashed NASA plane was fitted to supply the vehicle with electricity. Unfortunately for these prototypes, railways chose to upgrade their existing wheeled trains. The reason for that is that they had to tear down thousands of miles of existing track and build costly new infrastructure in its place. Thanks for watching. In the next episode, we explore an abandoned missile silo in Colorado.